All right, guys, it's time. It's time for the Adam Warlock rant. It's been long enough. We need someone to speak up for the Adam mains out here. As an Adam main myself, we might need to get our message across to Guang and Ziyang. So let's get started, shall we? First off, this character is the least played character in the strategist role. He really needs some help. He's received a couple buffs along the seasons, but those buffs honestly should have been there from the start. Reviving people with bonus HP should have been there from the start, because what were they thinking? An ult that reses people at critical health is probably very fundamentally flawed, because you could just get team-wiped immediately. That should have been there from the start. I don't count that as a buff. Headshotting to reduce your heal cooldown should have been there from the start, because Mantis has it. The off healers should have a way to do that, well, except Ultron, because his is just constantly healing. That should have been there. The only one I count as a buff is this charge alternate attack, reducing your heal cooldown. That's like the only buff this character's received. And him flying as a ghost, if he's dead and he's a ghost, he should be able to fly fast. I don't know why he's moving at regular character speed when he's dead. I don't count that as a buff either. So just to get everything aside, the only buff this character has technically received is reducing your heal cooldown on your alternate fire. The other issue with this character is he's an off healer, right? Every other character in the game provides more value as an off healer than Adam. There's no point of running triple support with an Adam when you could run it as Mantis, you could run it as Ultron, you could run it as Luna, and you just provide way more ability to help the team. For example, let's compare him to his other off healer alternatives, right? You have Mantis. She's mainly triple support for her damage buff. Her damage buff, her heal is not that good, but she has a damage buff, and she has utility in the form of a sleep, right? The sleep's really good. And then we have Ultron. Ultron also... Yeah, Ultron also has a damage buff, right? He could buff people. He could buff people with his,
Stay close,
whatever that ability is called. Gives them an overshield and a damage buff. So two of the three off healers have a damage buff, so that's a form of utility. Mantis has a sleep. Ultron gives bonus HP, so that's more utility. Loki somehow, I mean, Loki could be a main or an off healer, whatever you want to put it, now has a team up that gives his totem a damage buff, as if he needed this, right? Why does Loki get a damage buff? He's already a good character. I don't think he needs that in a team up. That brings me back to the other dilemma, right? We go to Adam. Adam doesn't give an overshield. He doesn't give a damage buff. He doesn't give movement speed like Jeff. He's basically just has soul bond, and soul bond is a 40-second cooldown.
Your souls united.
Not to mention that this breaks if your teammate goes pretty far from you. And you, as the caster, you can't see the radius. Only the ally that's linked to you could see the radius. So if you soul bond someone and they decide to run away, there's nothing you could do to stop it, and it'll just make your soul bond weaker. So on a 40-second cooldown, you're telling me, why can't this give a damage buff? An 8%, 10% damage boost? Literally anything. Anything to add the fact that he's an off healer, and it could support his team better by giving a damage boost on that. I don't see the issue. It's a 40-second cooldown, right? Every other healer has it on demand. I mean, every other off healer has it on demand. Two, let's compare his ult to the other healers now. So his ult, yes, it revives the team. Mind you, Adam Warlock is stationary. You're a stationary character. You're not getting any health regen. You're not getting any bonus HP, and you literally just will die if someone looks at you while you're ulting. There's nothing you could do. Then, yes, I understand it reses the team. It is what it is. But when you look at, again, this Ultron's ult is not a res, but Ultron is getting health regen while he's ulting, so it's harder to take him down. Mantis is getting health regen and overshield while she's ulting. So the ults that have a bigger impact on the game are healing the person as well, right? Luna, this one's the most absurd. You're telling me this character will I know she has a pretty low run rate and whatever, but you're telling me this character has an instant 300 shield on demand just for clicking the ult button? The ult itself heals 250 HP per second, but they decide to give her an overshield just for clicking the button. And she's fully mobile, it gets some movement speed. She can move,
I'm about to drop a
right?
banger on these niggas.
She can move while doing this and she gets an overshield. But the character that's stationary and can't move,
Born again!
it is just vulnerable, right? Not like, even if his ult is good and you're saying, oh, it full reses, he doesn't have a good mobility tool to get him in a position to res in a good spot. So most of the time you're going to be ulting near or semi close to your team, and anyone with a brain that's tracking your ult is going to be constantly looking out for it, and you're just a free kill every time. It's just, I'd say it's pretty flawed in my opinion, and the numbers back it up if we look at the website. This is from last season. We look at last season's competitive stats for strategists in all ranks. We could go through them one by one. Adam is the least picked strategist, and I'm pretty sure he averages under a 50% win rate in every single rank. We'll check silver. Oh, it was 50 in silver. Field 1%. The character is literally not played, and there's a reason for it, right? Like, some of these characters are low over here, but in high ranks they shine, you know? This character is just down
Our foes have arrived.
in every rank. Platinum, 1.5, 49. Diamond, he's just the bottom of the barrel. Season 5.5, the bottom of the barrel. Grandmaster. Yep. And Celestial and One Above All is basically almost half under Ultron. Almost half under Ultron. So even in triple, no one's playing this dude. His value is not always there, which is fine. Like, if this person's gonna have a niche, at least make them good at their niche, right? And I have some suggestions to do that. First off, if you get thrown off the map on Adam and you have your passive, you should be able to self-res, right? You're telling me my 105 second cooldown self-res cannot be activated if I get thrown off the map by Jeff the Land Shark.
I have found more lost
I can't just
souls.
float back up as a ghost and go revive somewhere. There's been many times where I had my ult and Jeff would eat me and throw me off the map, and I can't res my team. So I'd have to use the CC immunity in my ult to prevent Jeff from eating me, and then my ult would get no value from resing the team. It's pretty tough. They should let him res when he gets thrown off the map. And to add to that previous note, this character is like the only healer that can't make it back to the battlefield fast if you die. So if you get thrown off the map and can't self-res as Adam Warlock, and you get spawned back in spawn, you have to walk all the way back. Like, this character has no rollout. There's always memes of him just walking. Every other healer has an option to get to the point faster, right? Loki could TP, Ultron has a little flight dash, Cloak could fade, it gives some movement speed, Rocket has 2 dashes, and you could wall run sideways if you need more movement speed. Mantis has out of combat movement speed, Luna could ice skate out of combat, Jeff could go underground and give himself speed boosts, Invis has a 6-second double jump that gives her forward momentum, Deadpool has a dash or 2 dashes, Gambit has 2 50-meter dashes. So when all of these characters die, they have a way to get back to the objective as quickly as possible, but the character with arguably the lowest healing output cannot get back to the point quicker than the main healers. That makes no sense. Like, what are we doing, bro? 2, he needs some type of mobility. He needs mobility to be able to reposition and use his ult in good spots. I don't care if it's a double jump that's on a 30-second cooldown or brief, I don't know, air dash, something, I don't know, anything to let him reposition. And I'll show you some examples right now. For example, if I'm playing on this map, Wakanda map, and say that enemies push up, and as Adam Warlock, you're playing on point, you have to be near your team, obviously, to soul bond enemy ultimates and stuff. You can't just go hide like Rocket Raccoon. And literally the only good spot to res on this map is right here, and it's too common. Everyone knows about it. There's no way for you to get up here. Majority of the cast could get up here except, I guess, Mantis, right? Rocket Raccoon could dash up here. Luna could use her out of combat super jump. Gambit could dash. Invisible could jump. Cloak and Dagger could fade. Like almost every healer has a way of getting up to the high ground, and Adam can't. So if I want to res up on the high ground, you have to take this whole path all the way back here, up on the stairs, and then you'd pop your res. But if you just simply had a double jump, even if it was on a 30-second cooldown, like the human character Hawkeye, Moon Knight, fucking Deadpool, you could just double jump right here and res right here. It would make his life so much easier. But because you're forced to res on the ground, for example, and I res here, if I ult, Jeff the Landshark would know and just immediately come and ult right here. He doesn't have to like traverse anything. It's just an instant hard counter. Same goes for even the second point. So on the second point, most of the time, if the enemy pushes up and say the cart's around here, you're as Adam, you're back here beside your team. The only safe place to res is right here. If your team dies on cart in the center, you could only res right here. If you could obviously pop it back here if you pre-shot it, and then you have to walk up to res them. But realistically, the only safe spot's here, which you're vulnerable to this flank. This wall is destructible. I'm saying once again, if he had a double jump, it'd make him more viable, because say I could end up playing on this right side now, and if I get attacked, I could double jump up over here and res in this room, and then I could play on the high ground. Small little things like that, just giving him, I don't know, a double jump. It could be literally a 40-second cooldown. Make it 6 seconds. Why not? Sue Storm gets a 6-second double jump that makes her invisible, right? Why not? Just make it 6 fucking seconds and let him double jump and let him res in a safer spot. And I could give a few more examples. So Central Park's another big one. If you're playing Adam on Central Park, most of the time you could position to be on the high ground, and you could stand right here. But if you're in this room, you're pretty much, you know, you'd play back here. It would once again be nice where you could stand over here. If you need a res, you could double jump up here, revive right here. But like once again, now you're kind of forced to just funnel into this room, revive. If they have a Moon Knight, Squirrel Girl, anything, you're just fucked. They're just gonna onk or shoot here, and you're just gonna get decimated. You just anything. Up here is a lot easier because you could drop from here, your teammates could go right, and you just have more space because you're not on the low ground to get annihilated when you revive here. Another really good place. This is another really good place to just have a double jump. It changes a lot. So this is the last map I'll talk about. There's a lot more, but this is the last one I'll talk about. So on this map, there's really no good place to revive on this map. If you're playing point, if you're playing behind your team when they're pushing up the choke, no one ever plays in that room. The only place that I figured out is safe to res is if you slide over here and you res underground, of course, but then that forces you out of 2 exits. Unless you're a character with mobility, then you could jump out the center. But this place doesn't even open up until the map shift occurs and the middle pillar is broken. But say you're playing here, you have your ult, your team gets destroyed in choke. It would be nice, again, if you could double jump right here and revive. Because if you think about it, how else do you get up here? The only other way is to literally go all the way around and come up the staircase or on that side. And this gives nice cover. The only covering spot would be this pillar. And when the map shift, there's like a big wall over here. But they could get to you a lot easier compared to just being able to double jump and revive here. You can't play in that top room because you'll have no line of sight to heal your allies as Adam anyways. There's literally nothing you could do. It's just he really needs it, man. Hopefully I proved my case with giving him just a double jump. I know people don't want to give him mobility because if he gets mobility, he's already a high damaging support that could kill people. Most people are against him having mobility because yeah, he's a high damaging support that could just kill people instantly, which makes sense, I guess. If you could double jump and kill a DPS a lot easier if you have mobility. So in exchange for his high damage, he has no mobility. That's why I offer to make it 30-40 second cooldown, because a good Adam would know when they need to save it, just like their soul bond. We're already used to holding 40-second cooldowns for good moments. That would help him a lot to position his ult and maybe get his pick rate up. And the last and final change which would be to make him 275 HP. This character, should I go over why it needs to be 275? Yeah, kick. I know he could. Like, let's just go over it. People, once again, more people are against him being 275 because, oh, Adam could instantly full self-heal himself. Well, guess what?
Our foes have
If you make Adam self-heal, he can't heal his allies. Yes, you heard that correctly. If I self-heal, that's one less heal I have for my tank and my healer. So that makes my allies vulnerable because I used one on myself. Right? That's the trade-off. You have characters in this game with no trade-off. They could heal themselves and their allies at the same time, which makes no sense. A lot of people could do this. Like, it's not burst heal.
Here to promote my album. The rest of you niggas can die.
Like, Luna could literally heal herself for missing abilities. Yeah, so here's an example, right? Luna could literally heal herself for missing abilities. I could get bonus shield for freezing you. You literally can't attack me, but I get bonus shield for freezing you.
That shit you're talking about.
Like, how am I getting?
This
I healed.
dancer better back down.
I healed and got a bonus shield for CCing someone, right? I activate this.
Turn this shit up.
I get healing, and I could continue to heal my allies while healing myself. That's the whole point of that, right? This character is instantly the worst. Oh, I get jumped. I'm healing myself and my allies. I push you away. I continue to heal my allies. I have a 6-second double jump where the cooldown starts rolling while I'm invisible. And the next time I exit invisibility, oh, you attack me again, I go invisible again. Yeah, totally fair. And these characters have 275. Gambit. Healing my allies. You jump me. Heal myself. Continue to heal my allies. Heal myself. Heal my allies. Heal myself. Heal my allies. It's just, you know, most of these characters could heal themselves while healing their allies. Cloak and dagger. Get jumped. Oh, I'm dying. Bubble. Continue to heal my allies. Adam. I heal myself. Oh, I'm about to die again. I can't heal my allies anymore. I have to hit headshots. Great. He needs 275. Literally, let him revive when he gets thrown off the map. I don't know why that's not a thing. Give him some type of damage boost on his soul bond so he could keep up with utility when it comes to the other supports. And 3, honestly, a third one might be different. Give him an overshield while he's ulting, right? He should have an overshield while he's ulting. All these other healers that are that could move around, they get an overshield or some type of health regen while they're ulting. But the stationary character that's very vulnerable can't protect himself while he's ulting. And the whole point of to use his ult is to revive dead people, so no one's usually going to be alive to protect him while he's doing it. So I don't understand why they're very hesitant about that. My last and final point is about team-ups. He needs to stop being an anchor. This guy needs to be treated like Namor. They need to give him all the good team-ups because he literally only has 2 abilities. This is this is basically just shooting. I don't really count it as an ability. He has a heal, and he has a heal on a 40-second cooldown. So essentially he has 1 ability. A 40-second cooldown and 2 shooting abilities. Right? Why doesn't he have a team up? You know, like, give him an ability to make him better so there's more incentive to use the character. The only anchor that was good for him was when he had the res comp with Star-Lord and Mantis. That was really good. But as soon as they gave Luna another survivability team up, I don't know why she needed that. But yeah, he doesn't get touched in Season 6. He gets no abilities. He gets no buffs, no nerfs. I mean, the only thing they really need to, I'd say they should tweak about him is just his damage, just a little bit. I will say he does a lot of damage, but they don't need to tweak his damage until they buff the other aspects of him. They might as well leave his damage the same now. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Like, show this character some love. Hopefully, man. Hopefully this character gets some love. Yeah.